In those days, Li Sun-shin was admired by the people, so the king, Sun Jo, was jealous of his fame, and had a favorable attitude towards Won Kyun, who conflicted with Li Sun-shin. Won Kyun was appointed, Samdo Sugun Tong Jae-sa, in place of Li Sun-shin, but because he was not an able man, the navy of Joseon, commanded by Won Kyun, became annihilated by the Japanese navy, in Cheolcheon Ryang Haejeon, on the 16th of July in 1597. Won Kyun himself also died while fleeing. Even though Li Sun-shin was appointed, Samdo Sugun Tong Jae-sa again on the 23rd in July, as 140 warships and 3 Kerbuksun became wrecked, there were only 12 remaining warships. Nonetheless, Li Sun-shin was never frustrated, and on the 16th of September in 1597, the navy of Joseon, which had only 13 warships, opposed the Japanese navy, consisting of 133 warships, and Li Sun-shin repelled the Japanese enemy commanded by Do-do Da-ka-do-ra. It was the great naval battle, Myeongryang Haejeon. Myeongryang is Ul Dolmak in Korean, and it is located between Haenam and Jeondo. Ul Dolmak is narrow, and the ocean current flows fast, so he could win the battle, making use of the geographic features of Ul Dolmak. If Li Sun-shin had lost the battle, Japan could have easily occupied the entire territory of Korea. Myeongryang Haejeon was the great victory to save the nation, and it was possible because of his persistence. His last battle was No Ryang Haejeon, and it was also the last sea battle of Lim Jin Wei-ran. It lasted for 2 days, between the 18th and the 19th of November in 1598, and it was the battle where the combined forces of Joseon and Myeongnam-ra defeated the naval forces of Japan. In 1597, the Japanese army lost many battles, and decisively, Toyotomi Hideyoshi died in the same year, so the Japanese invaders started to retreat. Go-Naisi Yukinaka bribed the admiral of Myeongnam-ra, Jin Lin, to make him allow the Japanese navy to retreat to Japan. However, Li Sun-shin didn't accept it, so on the 18th of November, at night, in No Ryang, the combined naval forces annihilated the Japanese naval forces, and while chasing the Japanese navy, Li Sun-shin was shot to death by a bullet from a Japanese soldier. His last words were, "Don't talk about my death because the battle is urgent." Li Sun-shin repelled and annihilated the enemy, using the strategy focusing on intensive artillery fire from warships. At that time, the strategy, mainly used by the Japanese Navy, was to have hand-to-hand fighting on warships, so the strategy used by Li Sun-shin was superior to that of Japan. He also emphasized intelligence collection and thorough military training. Most importantly, because he fairly commanded his soldiers, they entirely trusted the admiral, Li Sun-shin, and that trust could play a crucial role as a driving force to defeat the Japanese invaders in every naval warfare. Li Sun-shin passed away in No Ryang, but his immortal achievements are still alive in modern society.
안녕하십니까, 잉코스토리입니다. 구독과 좋아요 부탁드리고요. 구독하시면 더 많은 잉코스토리 영상들을 보실 수 있습니다. 감사합니다. 안녕하십니까, 잉코스토리입니다. 구독과 좋아요 부탁드리고요. 구독하시면 더 많은 잉코스토리 영상들을 보실 수 있습니다. 감사합니다.